Take one. First time scripting. This is interesting. Okay, here we go. You would think that after 30 plus days of consecutive posting, making this sleep report will be easy too. It's not, but it's easier than if I hadn't. Anyways, this video will be an analysis slash reflection on my 30-day sleep journey, but I hope that it can serve you as a general guideline to help you with yours. As some of you know, one of my goals for doing this 30-day sleep vlog was to fix my terrible sleep schedule. I was falling asleep later and later throughout the night, to the point where I was going to sleep at 6 a.m. Although I mainly attribute this habit to a certain somebody, ultimately it was my choice and I needed to fix it ASAP. That being said, I'm not claiming that sleeping late into the morning is bad or good, or that night owls are bad, but unfortunately, majority of society operates on a daylight-centered schedule, so yeah. Anyways, here we go. The sleep pattern was fixed basically by the 10th day, but 30 is a nice even number to stop a challenge, so I used that time gradually to dial the wake time back. Around the first week, I had a lot of trouble due to the initial excitement from returning to this YouTube channel, but it got easier after strategically powering through. Okay, so in the first week, the sleep goal was to wake by 9 a.m., but I ended up waking around 8:30 a.m. because I had to get ready to walk to my typical recording spot. Week 2 was around like day 9. I got nice 8 hours. Like, I don't know why I wrote that, not that important, but day 10 was like 12:40 to 4:40 a.m. and things were a little sporadic. Okay, so then around day 11 to day 13, day 14, it was getting a little bit better, but it was a little inconsistent. But I was sleeping around like 12:31 to like 8:30, right? Look back at the shorts for more details. Okay, now week 3, I was consistently waking up around 8:15 a.m., but then I decided to dial it back some more because of upcoming changes to my schedule. Okay, enter week 4 to the current time. This was a very aggressive week. Day 22, I woke around 7:30, and then day 23, day 24, I changed it to 6:30, and then day 25, I dialed it back to 6, and then day 27, that's when I started doing 5:30, and then day 33, the current is 5. Okay. Some wins. Wake time is consistent and fixed. I no longer snooze. Fingers crossed. And I'm getting up and out of bed pretty immediately. This is still in the works. That's why I said pretty. This is a confidence booster, okay? And another win is better communication, better communicator. And this thing carries over to everywhere, so yeah. Losses, okay. I'm on a sleep deficit compared to when I was just sleeping whenever I felt like. But like I mentioned, society doesn't operate this way, and there are a lot more benefits to waking up early. So yeah. And another one, the schedule can be too strict sometimes. I'm an old man, but I might sacrifice some days to feel young again, but I'm not sure. Okay. Now, next section. What really helped me? Okay. So, this on top of like some more like general more obvious tips. Yeah, I didn't include those, but if I remember as I read this, yeah, I'll include it. Okay. So let me start. So what really helped was saving sleep for the next day. A big one, fixing the sleep time. So don't adjust it. No jimmy-rustling 1 to 2 hours prior beddy-bye time. Fixing the sleep and wake. Oh, I mentioned this. Powering through on rough mornings. So for this one, you should remind yourself of the bigger picture for why you are doing this. So this is like what I mean by strategically powering through. Next one is also related to this. Reframing slash recasting the situation in a positive light. This general tip is very applicable for like other things I've tried, but yeah. Don't negotiate with yourself. Set a timer to bolt out the door for snoozing, or if you snooze. Power of the record slash accountability. This is the sleep journey has been much easier when the public got involved. So exploit the possibility of judgment in a more positive light. Dialing the time back gradually, as I mentioned. Power naps, discretionary. I use this on days when I was like getting really crapola sleep. Okay, when I was like waking up here and there, if I'm just taking like 3 hours or 4 hours. But yeah, yeah. But the power naps, the way I do it is like 15 to 20 minutes, and then I wake up. And another tip, the semen retention. But I digress on this one. Wait, I'm on a day 133. Okay, now I can digress. But this helps a lot. Um, Last one, you guys. You guys gave me a feeling of purpose plus raised a sense of urgency. So I'm also learning so much about myself, and the thoughts I'm getting from this journey are so rich and fruitful. Thank you again. This forced me to get my brain warmed up and active despite the drowsiness. So I wrote the script. It was around 5:18, or the first draft of it. I was feeling very sleepy, but I was very, very stimulated doing this. Parting thoughts. I can't stress this enough. Doing this challenge was very, very fun. Next steps. My sleep schedule is far from perfect. I am at a sleep deficit and was waking in the middle of the night some days. I also feel more drowsy slash tired. Um, I mentioned this, but unfortunately, majority of the world doesn't operate on a nocturnal clock, and I had to take this aggressive approach. I'm also aware that everyone's situation is different and that some of these factors may not be applicable to your environment. But all I can say is try to stabilize any variables as much as possible. It might be more challenging for those with pets and families, but for what it's worth, I'd say I'm a super light sleeper, and there was quite some noise, so I made some progress, and it doesn't hurt to try and go into it with like a positive mind outlook. Um, Depending on the next few weeks, these are my next steps. I might start waking up at 3 or 4 a.m., but I'm not sure. Okay, and that's it. They say if I say this, that this will be true, but okay. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Support me and my dreams, literally. Okay, peace.